Look at this vista. Wow.
We have views of Camelback Mountain. We have a view of the McDowell Mountains.
Wow. I love that little display case too.
We couldn't use any machines. Everything had to be carried by hand.
Basically building upon the cliff. So there's some pretty good views here, huh?
There are.
Okay.
There's a stone for you.
Oh yeah, the amorous.
Wow.
I love that little display case too. Little display case.
Yeah, right?
Beautiful artwork. Oh, the views are incredible.
Yeah, right?
This is Phoenix, Arizona, Scottsdale, and we are right above the Sanctuary, which is my favorite spot in all of Scottsdale. And I see a beautiful pool, and I hear,
Look down there.
and I hear a pond. Look at that. Wow. And I'm already 50 feet away and I can hear it. This vista. So Paul, this was an easy build, huh? To come up here on the side of a cliff and build.
I'm going to take you back around because I want to show you how we got our materials in here. You will not believe what my guys went through to build this pond.
I could see it would be a definite challenge. How can I not say I love my job? So Paul, I can tell you right now, the only thing I don't like about my job is having to leave because I can just sit here and just listen to that sound and check out this view, which is just
Isn't this view amazing?
Amazing.
Unbelievable. We are on top of Camelback Mountain. This is not the highest home on Camelback Mountain, but it is right in there.
Yes.
Almost. It's second from the top. We have views of Camelback Mountain. We have a view of the McDowell Mountains. It's just amazing. Let me tell you a little bit about the pond we built here. We have a signature 1000 skimmer that has a 2,000 to 4,000 pump in it. It's an 8 by 10 pond package. I think we stretched that out a bit. This one's probably more like 10 by 12-ish. The biological filter is a signature 2500. They wanted just a very trickly sound of water and some fish to look at, which they've got. Aren't they beautiful? This pond package in an average backyard would cost around 13 to 14,000 maybe. In this particular case, because of the access issues up on top of the mountain here, we had to bring all of this rock and the materials over 4 staircases that we couldn't use any machines. Everything had to be carried by hand about, up and down staircases, roughly 50 yards worth. And we ended up charging, because of the time it took to build this, we were up over $25,000 to build this pond.
So that's the top of Camelback Mountain right there.
That's correct.
And you had to get the rocks delivered here.
Which we brought in a trailer, which we backed in down that single lane driveway around all those boulder outcroppings down there.
Yeah.
And then this is where the back of the trailer ended up, right here. And then we loaded into 5-gallon buckets, and the bigger rocks we carried in slings.
Oh, down
2
these
men at a
steps.
time, down this staircase.
Come on, we're going to show you what it is. So one of the things that people never understand about the pricing of a water feature is 50% of the cost could be just access. Because if you have to carry everything by hand versus machine use, look at this. We came down these, and there's more steps.
There's more steps.
So that will impact the cost of a project. We're basically building upon the cliff, right, Paul? And then you had to go up the steps?
Then we had to go up this staircase and protect the travertine tile.
Yeah, you don't want to drop a rock on this. Oh my gosh. And that every single rock that was used had to come all the way from the driveway all the way back to the pond. Crazy.
This is where they were planted, and they wanted to see less wall from the swimming pool side, so we brought in all this boulder work in the same direction as well. Some of these boulders we harvested from the desert beyond here, but most of them were brought in the way we just showed you.
Distance, and because of everything done by hand, you couldn't get equipment back in here. This would be probably twice as much if it would be in a flat backyard.
It was double. It was double the cost of an average installation because of the access.
30 grand?
We were shy of 30 grand. We were somewhere north of, we were about 26, 27 grand.
And they love it.
They love it.
Well, they've got 3 or 4 ponds, so they must love it.
This is the 4th pond I built for this family.
Beautiful work, Paul. So this is perfect. I'm wearing the Team Aquascape shirt. We don't normally show on my channel how these things actually, the behind the scenes, but this is the behind the scenes. This is your yard, Paul, right?
This is where the crew gathers every morning and gets their trucks and their tools and goes out into the world and makes our clients happy.
And you know what I really came here to see? Your guard dog. So he used to have theft problems, and then he got Petey over here.
That's right.
It looks like Petey from Little Rascals.
That's right.
And look at
Petey
him.
and Buckwheat.
Oh
And
my
those dogs have protected this place. So every night they come out, right? This is where the staff gathers every morning.
This is our staff gathering. Yeah.
And we have Rob. How you doing? The man who built this, correct? I hear you have to make it bigger now.
Yes, we're trying.
Rob, what year is this for you with Paul?
11.
11 years. So you got a pretty solid team now.
Yeah, we're working building it. Maintenance is growing as quick as can be.
Yes. 1998 for this guy, 11 years for you. This is a solid team, and this is where all the magic happens. The pandemonium events, you're going to have a new one. Oh, this was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
The new one hasn't come out yet. So you were the 2022 Businessman of the Year?
Correct.
Yeah, the 2022
That's
Aquascape
right.
Businessman of the Year. And then what year did you win the Conservationist of the Year?
Which is right up there on the wall. And,
Oh, here we go. Here's all the trophies.
Yeah.
21.
So I'm going to say that was 20 or 21.
Yeah, so all of the top frogs, and so it's a real pleasure for me to be able to get out and see all of our certified Aquascape managers and how they actually run their businesses. Quite an impressive property here. It's so fun. So they got a beautiful yard here, and then look at the entire areas they have for aquatic plants and fish. Obviously, they got the sunshades down here in Phoenix area, but pretty nice operation that they have. I'll let Paul kind of show you around right there.
We have a pretty good sized maintenance operation. We visit and maintain somewhere in the neighborhood. Let's see, we've got 4 trucks out, and each one's doing 5 to 6 stops. So somewhere around 20 stops a day. And the plants that get thinned get brought back and to greenhouse 3 here, where they're processed, and we make sure no invasives or hitchhikers are on them, clean them up, and then we add them to our plant collection in one of these 2 greenhouses for construction to use for their new build. So we actually put a very simple circulation system on it. So water's moving through a very large system, but the whole plumbing system is like an 8 by 10 pond worth of plumbing. We grow lilies here. We grow our emergents in some of the emergent beds, and then a couple of my favorite water lilies in here. Here's a nice purple tropical.
Beautiful.
Get out of the sunshine for that.
This is the Water Lily Sheriff approved.
Nice.
I am jealous that you have this stock tank.
Yeah, we're pretty proud of the design and layout. We bought these hoop houses from a nursery that was going out of business. So I went and said, hey, I'd like to get a hold of your hoop houses. So he said, get out there and cut them out of the ground. They're yours. We brought them here, put them in the ground, and then we're looking for a good layout. And one of my guys came up with why don't we build like a horseshoe with a path up the middle. Came out really good. It's nice to have an inventory of plants at all times when you're putting in as many ponds as we are.